Veteran Mac here, finally. I know it's been a few weeks since I finished this Strike Industries Redline build here, but I just now finally took it out to the range yesterday. I put 300 rounds of some 5.56 55 grain. I believe it was a American Eagle MSR ammo, where it was actually Lake City ammo, but it's just, basic 5.56 ammunition. Performed flawlessly. Did not have any problems really at all. I just had a few things become loose, but the gun itself performed flawlessly. In fact, it really surprised me. I own quite a few different AR-15s, from Ruger, Wyndham Weaponry, Palmetto State Armory, a couple I've built. And this is probably the least gassiest AR-15 that I own. I'm not exactly sure why. Maybe the mid-length gas system, and most of mine are carbine length. Um, Not exactly sure on that, but I did enjoy that. Typically, like on my AR-556, I have a carry handle sight on that one, and every now and again, I have to take a breather in between shots because it's so gassy right in here where my face is at. However, on this one, all the gas, I would say 99% of it seemed to come out the end of the muzzle, which is perfect. Really surprised me there. Um, as far as a few things here, the screws on the strike switch on both sides did become loose and start, coming out. And what kind of really surprised me, I've never seen this or even heard of this happening before, but the little pin here that holds in the forward assist started coming out the top here. If I thought even like if I thought this would have even been possible, I would almost guarantee that the pin would start coming out the bottom. But this one is just barely peeking out through the top here, which is not a big deal. I can easily just knock that back down. Just never seen that happen before. Trigger hammer pins, all that was fine. However, this did fall off in like the first 5 rounds. And I thought this little plastic piece right here that goes on the bottom was to kind of like, because I thought it went like flush up against the screw to prevent any backing out or anything. But as you can see, it does not do that. I would honestly say within the first 3 shots, this fell off. As far as you know, if you've watched my video on this, this is a Yankee Hill Machine gas block that I painted red with this Rust-Oleum high heat up to 2,000 degrees. A good friend of mine suggested this. He had a AR-15. He took the like a A2 front sight post off, and just added a free float rail and stuff. Well, in doing that, when you take that big front sight post off, there's going to be some marks and stuff on your barrel. So he bought some of this in black and kind of redid his barrel, and you cannot honestly even tell that he did it, and it works perfect. And again, this handguard here, where it has so many holes cut in it to make it as lightweight as possible, again, this weighs just under 8 ounces. But I was shooting this thing, I have my mechanics gloves on, and it was so hot, even with the gloves on, I had to sit it down for a second and just let it cool off. But the paint on the gas block, which is really the hottest area, was not affected at all. Really not surprised, but I'm glad. And I am impressed with that Rust-Oleum high heat paint. So if anybody out there, you need to maybe touch up your barrel, whatever, you want to paint something, this is some good stuff to use. It works, and this was only like $4.50 off of Walmart.com for 12 ounces. Which is a great deal considering they're about $12 to $18 on eBay. So anyways, I did decide to take off the scope with this cantilever mount. It's just too damn heavy for me. A lot of people are like optic snobs, or like, this high-end parts type, whatever. I'm more of like a weight snob. From being in the Army, I know, ounces equals pounds. If you want a good, reliable rifle that you want to be maybe like your main rifle, it needs to, try to be as light as possible. With that scope on this gun, I would not feel comfortable carrying around this gun all day if I had to. It's just too damn heavy. So what I did was I was actually just using this laser, which I think came slightly loose, but barely. This is a GX something laser, whatever. I paid like $40 for it or something. Anyway, it took me a little bit to actually get this sighted in right. It's still maybe like a little inch off, which is not bad. It holds 0. I am a little impressed by that. I like it. And I do like the laser. A lot of people seem to not really like lasers on their AR-15. But I mean, basically, like I said, this holds 0. It works. And this is about the lightest sight that you could possibly even get on your AR. You know, I even had somebody at the range ask me if I even had sights. Because he seen I was hitting my target. He's like, "You don't have no sights." I was like, "Yeah, I do." But anyway, like I said, screws on the safety were coming loose. This pin popped out. The screws on the handguard were Loctited on. I did buy some Loctite, so I will go back over everything and use Loctite. Again, I do plan on changing some stuff on this. You know, I did this build right here for $550 was it. And that's, I really wasn't trying to stick out of budget necessarily, but I was trying to do it like as cheap. No, well, not as cheap as possible, but, I was trying to do it cheaply. So I'm going to go back and redo a couple things. What I want to kind of start off with, Strike Industries is about to release their aluminum anodized red dust covers. I will be getting one of those. I either want to get a anodized red or a GunTech USA anodized red billet upper receiver, or the Strike Industries 15.5 inch red strike rail. Don't really want to go for both. That's kind of too much, but I want to get one or the other. Strike rail go about $170. Billet, anodized red, upper receiver, probably around $70. And of course, if I do change out the handguard to the strike rail, I will be using the Strike Industries stainless steel gas block. Change that out. I am currently using the Spikes Tactical Melanite gas tube, which is perfect, supposed to be really good quality. To me, you can kind of do a cheaper end build AR-15, but if you just spend your money on a few areas, you can really have a battle-ready rifle. What I mean by that is, like, upper lower receivers are typically all 70-75 T6 aluminum, so that's all fine there. What you really need to focus your money on is the barrel, the gas block, the gas tube, and your bolt carrier group. You have all kind of high-end parts. You spend all your money on those, get the rest basic mil spec, and you have a great rifle. It's that's not really necessarily my opinion. That's really the truth of the matter. But anyway, kind of wanted to show y'all too. Like I said, I have exactly 300 rounds to this rifle so far. This is the Palmetto State Armory Premium Nickel Boron Bolt Carrier Group, which is probably the cheapest nickel boron bolt carrier group you can get, but that doesn't mean that it's not good, because it really is a great bolt carrier group. Again, this is just 300 rounds through it, and kind of get it to focus a little better there. It doesn't really have like what I call wear, but it has some unique marks on it. You can kind of see the discoloration right here, which I thought was a little unique and a little bit weird. But I've never really messed with nickel boron bolt carrier groups before. This is honestly my first one, and I just thought this was some unique color, discoloring. Even like on the bolt here, you can see it. See if I can get it to focus up close better. You can see the discoloration on it, and this has been cleaned, so all the marks that are on here are going to be on there for life. They're not going to come off. I would say over time though, it'll probably all do that, so you won't really be able to notice. But I mean, you can see it. I just thought that was not necessarily a bad thing. It's just kind of unique, I guess, a little weird. This though, like I said, this was a great bolt carrier group. Like I said, this thing, I don't know, what exactly is making it happen, but like I said, this is probably the least gassiest AR-15 that I have, and it really surprised me. But anyway, here's kind of the Strike Industries extended charging handle. After 300 rounds, you can already see some good wear happening right here on the sides. But of course, that is going to happen with any charging handle. But you know, the tip that always sticks out here will always be a nice, like, perfect red. But I would say after a few thousand rounds, most of this red is going to be gone. Not a big deal at all. To me, at least, it's not. Yeah, like I said, I am going to be changing up a few things on this. I have already been thinking about my next AR-15 build. You know, I've had some people ask me, why do you keep doing 223 5.56? Why not do 300 Blackout or 6.5 Creedmoor, 224 Valkyrie? You know, why not do something different? You know, my answer to that is because, you know, I have so many calibers right now that I stockpile and I use. I really did not want to add a new caliber yet. You know, I am currently, right now, I have my 22 LR, I have my 22 Magnum, I have 38 Special, I have 357 Magnum, you know, 223, 5.56, 9 millimeter, 10 millimeter. There's some more if I would think. You know, 12 gauge. You know, it's about 9 different calibers right there that I buy. So I really did not want to add a new caliber yet, but I probably will be soon, as, like I said, the best build of the year I'm going to be doing is going to be around, you know, Black Friday, when stuff really gets on sale, so I can really get some nice higher end quality parts at a decent price. And I want to do a 308 build. So that will be the next one. Again, it'll be a few months down the road, because I want to do it at the best possible price, you know. And I want it to be pretty much top quality. Like I said, I'm going to focus my money on the barrel, gas block, gas tube, and bolt carrier group. And probably just have the rest of it just basic mil spec. Might have a nice handguard on it or something. But, you know, if you get great quality, you know, like I said, barrel, gas block, gas tube, bolt carrier group, the rest of it can just be basic mil spec, and you'll have a great rifle, battle ready rifle even. What I mean by battle ready is just superior, you know, like you have just superior reliability, like it's going to work when you need it. Again, like I said, I'm like a weight snob. The weight of this rifle right now, I would say, is just under 6 pounds, which is kind of where I like it. Again, you know, I don't like a lot of weight on my rifle, even though I know sometimes, you know, it's really hard to avoid stuff like that, especially like if you want to have, you know, certain optics and stuff on it. What I plan on doing to this one is I want to get the anodized red Rex riser from Strike Industries. Then I will probably, you know, I want to get the Vortex Venom reflex sight, and I will probably also get the Rex exoskeleton that'll protect that reflex sight by Strike Industries, and just use that on here. You know, the risers around $30, the exoskeletons around $40, and the Venom is around, what, about $200. So, you know, it's about $300 just to have that optic set up, which isn't too bad, especially, you know, it will last a while. Just trying to think. Also, I almost bought a the magazine catch here. I almost bought a ambi mag release or a mag catch that also would release the magazine. It was red. They have them on eBay for around $30. However, it is a Cerakote finish instead of a anodized finish, so it's not necessarily going to match my anodized red look. So I decided not to buy that. However, I really am looking for a anodized red mag catch. I have no idea why Strike Industries did not make this anodized red as well. And you know, they do not even offer a anodized red bolt catch. But I really do like this bolt catch. The way it's kind of set up is so like you can kind of use your hand like this, which I really do like. However, it is slightly loose. Kind of get it to focus better, guys. Like, you can kind of maybe see that. You know, I thought that was just a little weird. I've never really had a bolt catch like that loose fitting. I guess they may make them a little small just so they may fit on every single every single like different lower receiver or something. Again, guys, you know, this is a Cerakoted lower receiver I had done. This is a Palmetto State Armory color-filled lower. Again, guys, you know, the gun, like I said, works perfect. This is a Melanite barrel. It says a hybrid 54R rifling. It's supposed to be a really good barrel. I would like to actually go up to a 18 or 20 inch barrel, but I might just continue to use this one and just put my money, like I said, in a few of the other parts to kind of do a little bit more with the red. But you know, like I said, it works perfect, not gassy at all. I'm really happy with the way everything turned out, guys. You know, sorry I didn't really want to make this video that long. I appreciate y'all for watching. Again, you know, stay tuned. Like I said, I'm going to be putting in some more work on this thing. You know, please check out some of my videos. I appreciate y'all for watching. I'll talk to y'all later.